lot of times I have students that when they get to a hole and they have a flag on the right side of the green, they want to hit a cut or a slice shot in there, as opposed to when the flag is on the left side of the green, they want to hit a draw or a hook in there. What we want to do, now that we have solid contact and a good start line, is get a preferred curve in the air. How that curve happens is the difference between the club face at impact and the club path at impact. So we're going to talk about that with a few sticks on the ground, and then I'm also going to give you a couple of visuals. So any of you that have played tennis or ping pong, you know that if you take your paddle or racket and you make a move like this, where's that ball going to travel? It's going to go and curve in the air this direction, as opposed to if you take that paddle or racket and go this direction, it's going to cut it or make it go left to right. It's the same with your golf club. So down here we have a ball with the target line, and if we're trying to draw a ball, what we're trying to do is actually take our club face. This may get a little technical, but we'll work through it. And we want to point it to the right of our target line, right? So a lot of people want to start the ball directly at the target, but if you're going to move it one direction or the other, it's just going to move away from your intended target. So in order to hit a proper draw, the club face needs to be to the right of the target, again, because where the club face is pointing at impact is going to be typically where the ball starts. From there, we're now going to take our club path, and it needs to be to the right of our club face. So if we're talking model numbers here, what we're talking about is the club face would be 2 degrees to the right of our target, and our club path would be 4 degrees to the right of the target. That would be a proper draw, which would have a ball start out to the right and then turn back and end up at your target. Now again, you heard me say and mention that these are model numbers. What happens if your club face is at 4 degrees? Well, if your path is at 8, it will still end up at your target, but you will have a larger curve. So you can keep on extrapolating that out. If your face is 10 degrees and your path is 20, you can still have it end up at the target, but let's face it, it's going to start way out over here and then dive back. It's not as easy to control as if these numbers are closer together. So that would be for a draw. Now if we're going to talk about a cut shot or even a slice, right, all we're going to do is change these to the other side. So if I take my club face and I start at 2 degrees to the left of the target, and then take my path and move it 4 degrees left of the target, I now have a proper cut. So again, I'm taking my club and I'm going this way, as opposed to the draw was this way.